Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming my top 3 Louis Vuitton bags that I feel like are great pieces to start your handbag collection. All of these bags, I believe, are under $2,000, so they're relatively affordable compared to other bags. So let's just get right on into it. First up, we have none other than the iconic Nano Speedy. If I were president, every little girl would be issued, a government issued Nano Speedy because it's just that iconic. I really think that any Speedy size, like the 25 or the 30 to 35, are great pieces to start your handbag collection. But for me in particular, I think the Nano is just a bit more versatile. This bag has actually been derived from the Keepall, which is just a giant duffel bag particularly meant for travel. And over the years, Louis Vuitton has just came out with smaller and smaller sizes. That's how we have this guy, the Nano Speedy, which I think is the smallest size of the Speedy. Because it originated as a duffel bag, the shape allows it to fit a good amount. You can fit your everyday essentials in here and then a little bit more. Another reason why I feel like the Speedy is great is because it crosses off 3 of the key metrics when you're buying your first or more entry level pieces to your collection. First being it's in a durable leather. So this is actually coated canvas. So it's extremely durable. It's almost rain resistant. It doesn't scratch. So the material that this bag is made out of is just going to be more hard wearing because it is the coated canvas and it's not like a box leather or a patent leather. The second metric is it classic or is it trendy? Obviously, this is a very classic LV piece. It might be the most classic LV silhouette. It has the, beautiful monogram print and the vachetta leather. But because it's like so mini and cute, it doesn't feel too mature or too outdated because it's still in that mini bag, micro bag category that is very popular these days. The third metric I would say is that it needs to be able to go from day to night. If this is one of your first bags, you want to be able to wear it as much as possible because you probably don't have 10 or 15 bags to rotate going to dinner versus going to the supermarket. So I just put on the crossbody strap. So you can wear this crossbody, so making it a lot more casual, a lot more, carefree. You have your hands available. You could obviously detach the strap and just carry it top handle and have it as like a little bit more of an evening bag. You can really tailor the bag based on your height or what type of style you want to wear it in. So this is the monogram canvas, and it does come with the already treated vachetta leather, so it's already kind of this honey color. The inside is just one big opening. There are no pockets, which honestly I'm okay with because it's such a small bag that I feel like the pockets would take up a lot of space. It really does cross off all 3 of those key metrics when you're starting your collection. There are so many different prints, variations, leathers that LV comes out with. So if you don't love the monogram, there is definitely a Speedy colorway or collection that you will love. I don't know if I would recommend getting like a hot pink Nano Speedy as my first, but they do have something for everyone. So don't think that just the monogram is the best, although I love this monogram. There's just so many different variations of the Speedy that all of them, as long as they have these key elements, I think you're good to go. Like anyone who has this bag loves it. I haven't heard anyone, not getting along with it or needing to return it or selling it. You'll be surprised how much you'll end up wearing this piece because it's just that easy to grab and go, but also great if you want to just pair it with a cute mini dress or go to dinner. It just crosses off every occasion, and I love it for that reason. Next, we have the Pette SSR. another super timeless classic, has been around for forever. The new version has a gold strap, I believe, like a gold chain strap. If you're able to get the newer version, that'd be great because obviously it would add to the versatility of this bag. Every brand has their pochette. To me, a pochette is a small shoulder or top handle bag that encapsulates the brand's key classic elements. Think like the Prada mini re-edition or a Fendi pochette, a Dior pochette, Hermes Kelly pochette. There's just so many pochettes, and brands usually take the same idea and the same silhouette and then put their most loved, their most notable characteristic. I think LV executed that perfectly with this. Again, it's the coated canvas. It's super durable. This has a lot more space. You can see it has a lot more space, and then it does have a back pocket. The hardware is that shiny gold, and the zipper, I find that the zipper is really smooth. I haven't had any issues with it. And then you have the vachetta leather strap. This strap is really comfortable. Even though it's thin, it just makes it feel like you're not really wearing a bag. It's a very light, easygoing piece to just throw on your shoulder and go. The pochette is for the girl who doesn't really need an everyday bag, but they do want a going out bag or a party bag. I think that this is great for someone who's like in college who wears like a book bag throughout the day, but when they go to a party, if you're going out to dinner with your girls, going to a club, then this is for you. The fact that it doesn't have a crossbody strap or a shorter top handle does make it a little bit limiting. It's just such a good bag for going out, going to a party, going to a date. This is the bag for that. And that's why I think it's really, really good as a starter bag because it's pretty big as well. I wouldn't necessarily recommend wearing it as an everyday running errands type of bag, but it definitely could be used if you don't mind, like, wearing a bag on your shoulders. The size of it does make it very functional in that way that you could fit all your essentials and then some. So for that reason, it is really good for more casual use. To me, this is definitely like an outings bag. Going to a baseball game, going on a date, going to a party, the club. This is definitely a staple going out bag. I feel like it has a very vintage 90s element to it. So when it's paired with any outfit, it just elevates the look. You just look a lot more chic, a lot more Carolyn Bessette Kennedy-esque. For that, I love it. Next, we have the Nano Noa, and the first two bags were very popular, classic LV. They're very well known and loved. This bag is for the girl who wants to be a little bit different than the rest and stick out from the crowd because this guy is definitely not as popular, but it still has all of those classic LV metrics, and it also is super functional. This bag was actually derived from a bag that LV came out with in the 1930s. It's just a bigger version and it's used to carry champagne. I think that that's pretty cool. The little history about this is that it's basically a champagne bag. They came out with a more miniature size. It's still super, super cute. And like I said, it's very functional. The classic monogram. And then we have the vachetta trim. So this is a drawstring closure. There isn't a zipper or a flap on this bag, which is probably the biggest con, but I haven't had anything fall out or lose anything. It also doesn't fit your iPhone if you have like an iPhone Pro Max. But like I said, this is not as functional, but you can still use it in everyday settings. And because it has the top handle, you could dress it up as well. So it also comes with a vachetta leather strap. I think this is identical to the Nano Speedy strap, but it has the 6 adjustments, and then you have the pretty gold shiny hardware. The strap on this guy is what makes it more everyday and more functional. So both of these straps are actually detachable, so you can remove the top and the crossbody. The bottom is not vachetta, so it's the coated canvas, which I love because when you rest it on a table or a chair, it's not going to get, dirty or stained. So this definitely gets a lot of points for its versatility and the all the different ways you can wear it and style it. The Nano Noa to me is just a lot more cuter of a bag. The other two, like I said, they're they're cute, but this one is just like darling. The little drawstring, just the entire bucket bag silhouette of it is just so cute. And so that's why I feel like this one is great because although it's not considered a true classic, it has the classic elements and it's just a little bit more runway. It's a little bit more fashionable. And so if you're a girl who loves to style, loves to dress up, doesn't want to be like anyone else, I really, really think you should look into this piece as well. Okay, guys, so those are the top three Louis Vuitton bags that I think that you should consider getting if you're trying to get your first luxury handbag. I chose LV because I feel like they are extremely reputable. They are always coming out with great collections and they're just slightly more affordable than their sister competitors, Chanel and Hermes. So I think LV is just a great brand to get you into the luxury world. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and I will see you next time. Bye.